coming on Applause. She's not singing the blues. On the contrary, this Akron native is red hot, and she's setting fire to the passionate world of flamenco. Find out how and meet other local musicians as we put a song in your heart with music, music, and more music on Applause. Well, now on Applause, we meet a hometown girl who has broken into the boys' club of flamenco music. Now, flamenco is a fiery form of rhythmic guitar playing with roots going back to Spanish gypsies, and traditionally it's been played by men, period, until Akron native Marija Temo fell in love with the art form and decided to make her own rules.
¿Cómo olvidar su pelo? Ay, cómo olvidar su aroma. Ay, si una vez en mis labios.
She is a uniquely artistic person. In fact, I think one of the few, if not the person in the world who could combine the flamenco and classical guitar at such a high level of artistic interpretation and ability. Absolutely phenomenal.
Marija Temo is a phenomenon. She's an internationally known flamenco and classical guitarist, a flamenco singer, a dancer, and a conductor. And this Northeast Ohio native is making her own rules in the world of traditional flamenco. She's an American woman performing in a Spanish art form where the guitarists are almost always men. Finally, she's been called a triple threat because of her ability to combine all of her talents into a single performance, creating a crossover between flamenco and classical music.
It all started out that I was performing classical guitar concertos, and I was doing solo concerts, and I just felt the need to express myself in everything that I love. And I love flamenco music, and I specialize in flamenco guitar and in classical guitar, so I started basically collaborating in a way in my solo concerts, doing flamenco and classical and solo concerts, and I thought, well, you know, let's put that in with symphonies as well. So I took symphonic repertoire, I studied it very carefully and thoroughly, and studied all the Spanish composers, and I started singing. I found a way to incorporate pure flamenco singing to a symphonic realm, and then I thought, well, we can dance to this as well. And guitar-wise, there actually there has been nothing written for guitar in a classical genre style since and up until now, recently, with this new guitar concerto that was recently premiered. The concerto is called Concierto del Fuego, or Concerto of Fire. It was written by Chobanian.
Chobanian is a Baldwin Wallace music professor who wrote the guitar concerto specifically to showcase Marija's crossover talents of flamenco and classical performance. From the moment he met Marija, Chobanian says he knew she had extraordinary talent.
Marija came to Baldwin Wallace College as a freshman, and she auditioned for the guitar program. And the first few minutes when she started playing, she didn't know classical, but she had done flamenco, and she just a few measures strumming, and I knew there was fire in this person. I placed some expectations. It had to be accessible, it had to have substance, it has to be classical form, it has to have flamenco character, and the rest is history.
Up until now, the concertos that have been written, even the Spanish style, I myself would make them unique in the sense I would incorporate strumming techniques to make it sound more authentic, but it wasn't written purely in that style. It was written in the style of Spain or with that feeling in mind, but not exactly with those specific characteristics of that period. the first movement really captures all aspects of flamenco strumming techniques, fire, passion. It's just really out there and in your face as far as excitement. The second movement is very, very lyrical, beautiful, incorporating Armenian, Arabic, flamenco sounds, melodies in the style of a very ethnic form. It's beautiful. And the third movement is very dance-like in character, very percussive and strong. In fact, there's a whole percussion section that is done with orchestra and guitar playing off of one another. Very exciting. It captures the whole feeling of Spain and the essence of flamenco.
Born and raised in Akron, Ohio, Marija Temo is now touring the United States with the new concerto.
I love playing it because it's not only personal, but it shows the combination very successfully of flamenco and classical in a symphonic realm, and it truly is the next successful guitar concerto that will be played.
I think she's a pioneer. I think that what she's doing with flamenco guitar is something that's kind of unheard of for females, unfortunately, but she's got all the personality for it, so she's going to go really far.
Production of Applause on WVIZ PBS is made possible by grants from the Cleveland Foundation, the George Gunn Foundation, the GAR Foundation, the Coulis Foundation, and the John P. Murphy Foundation.